Good morning, welcome to Mama Sue's Kitchen. I hope you're having a great day and I thank you for joining me. And before I do any kind of cooking or recipe, I wanted to share this with you. This is an amaryllis and I love them, but I've never seen one quite like this. Before Christmas, Amy, my daughter, and her best friend and her best friend's daughter went to the cutest little place that's close to my home and had dinner, and then we shopped in her store that's just full of antiques and all sorts of neat things. But she had these amaryllis bulbs. Now, this wasn't on there, the top part. It was just this gold looking waxed bulb, and it had two little bitty green stems, not even an inch long. And she had some that was already blooming in her shop, and she said those were white, but she said all I have left to sell are the red ones. I said, well, how do you care for them? She said, you don't do anything. Put them in your window. You don't water them. You don't do a thing. And I thought, they're not going to live if you don't water them. But I did just what she said. And I want you to look. Well, then, since I've been home, I Googled it. And the things that she told me is exactly what they suggest. After it stops blooming, she told me, you cut this wax part off and you just have your root. And when all the wax is off, then you plant the bulb in a pot of dirt and it'll come back. But then you do have to water that. But isn't that neat that you can grow an amaryllis from a bulb that's waxed and not have to do one thing to it? Okay, that's not about cooking, but I thought that was so neat, and I love flowers, and I'm going to share some of mine this spring with you. But I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to tell you that what I'm making today is something that has been requested from one of you. I mentioned in one of my videos that we were going to have whatever it was that night, and a vegetable and some apple salad. And some of you said, what is apple salad? Well, I'm going to tell you, you can make apple salad any way you want. But I'm going to show you the easiest way that I make it. I peeled 3 apples, and these are Gala apples. I made it with Granny Smith. I've made it with whatever apple I had. These happen to be Gala because I know you're going to want to know what I'm using. But if you buy like a bag of apples and you're not going to eat them all, don't let them go to waste. Make an apple salad. Harold loves it. I love it. And mine is very simple. We eat it with a meal, but we also, after supper, when you want a snack, we might go in and get us a little saucer of apple salad. Now you see I had peeled it and I cut it in slices, and I'm just chopping it in cubes. I should have already had this done, so I'm not wasting your time, but I just wanted to show you. I told you that you could make it in various ways. You can put other fruit in it besides apple, but this is an apple salad, and I'll tell you what I think would be very good in it besides the ingredients I'm going to put. Is some chopped celery. Harold doesn't care for celery, But when I put it in chicken salad and I do it real fine, he likes that. Now, I'm going to not put celery in mine, but let me just tell you, I always put raisins or dried cranberries, which are called craisins. I looked in the pantry and we don't have any of that. So it's going to be raisins. And they're delicious too. How's the weather where you are? It's warmer. You know, we had that horrible cold spell. It froze. Let me tell you, I had the prettiest collards. Oh man, they were beautiful. And we had a freeze for so long. Those collards are just as dead as they can be. But I know that y'all go through, a lot of y'all go through a lot worse weather, blizzards and heavy snow, and we get excited down here if we see a flake of snow. I think this is easier to do it this way than with my hand. Not easier, but quicker. Now, the ingredients that you're going to add to this will the amount will depend on how many apples you put in. So I can't tell you exactly how many raisins or how much mayonnaise, or if you add anything else, how much of that, because you're just going to have to eyeball it. All right. Now, those 3 apples making a good amount for us. Now, I'm going to put regular raisins in here, and I'm just going to put, I would put more, but Harold has slipped in here, and he gave me the box of the golden raisins. I like golden raisins too. I forgot that I had them. So I'm going to add some golden raisins. Harold doesn't eat cereal much anymore, but he used to eat Raisin Bran Crunch, and he would always put cranberries or raisins in there. Let me see, when I stir that up, how much more. Now, I told you, I can't tell you how much of the mayonnaise and all to put, because you just have to eyeball it. You want it to blend together. If you want to add pecans or walnuts, you can do that. But this is the way I make it most of the time, just raisins and apples. Harold would prefer pecans in his, but I like it like this. That's it, y'all. Apples, raisins, or dried cranberries, and mayonnaise. That is my apple salad. So, those of you who want to know where my recipes are, they're on my website. The same place that you can order my cookbooks, volume 1 or 2 and 2. My aprons, this is one I haven't worn before, and it just says faith. You know, the Bible tells us, unless we have faith, it says without faith, it's impossible to please God. So sometimes we might need a reminder of that and work on strengthening our faith. But go to my website, MamaSue'sSouthernKitchen.com, and the recipes are there, as well as how to order anything you might want to do. Please share my recipes. Please share my page. Follow me on YouTube. And be salt and light wherever you go. I'll be back soon.